Welcome to Blitz and Gloss, where football meets personality, the takes are unfiltered, and the drama is just part of the game. I'm talking football, culture, hot topics, and everything people are scared to say out loud. Because around here, I said what I said, and I'll say it again. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Welcome to Blitz and Gloss. I'm your host, Grace, where football meets opinions, personality, and just enough drama. Because the Giants offseason equals complete chaos. Okay, it was very chaotic, and we're gonna dive into all that later in this episode. All right. So we're gonna talk about in this episode Brian DeBall being fired mid-season, Dexter Lawrence being traded, Harbaugh hired, okay, in replace of DeBall in a new quarterback era, because we have been searching for a quarterback for God knows how long, okay? And it's like, are the Giants rebuilding, or are they just rebranding like the mess that they already have? Like every draft is like, we're rebuilding, and we don't get what we need out of the rebuild. So we're gonna jump into that. All right. So before we start, I do want to say that follow me on social media on Instagram at Blitz and Gloss, and YouTube. You can listen on YouTube. It'll be Grace_Nicole_Hobson. That's my YouTube channel, and you can watch it, listen on there. Also listen on Spotify and Apple. All right, so we're gonna get into our first thing. Drive 1. Okay, Dart and Scatterboo. We're gonna talk about Dart. Okay, Jackson Dart is the New York Giants quarterback. He's starting quarterback. Before the season 2025 season started, we acquired Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. Okay, we acquired those two veteran quarterbacks. Very excited. Not so much excited for Russell Wilson just because of his track record. Yes, he has won Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl champion. But after Super Bowl, he ain't been the same. Like, he just ain't been the same. And it showed. The first 3 games of 2025 season was a hot mess. Okay, it was a hot mess. Then that's when Jackson Dart got put on. Okay, so I was happy when Jackson Dart got on. He started doing what he needed to do. He did change the energy. Like when he got onto the field, he changed the energy immediately as soon as he stepped on that field. So we start seeing like, okay, this is our quarterback. Yeah, this is our quarterback. Someone we can be like, yup, definitely our quarterback. The offense actually like looked alive. They definitely protected the quarterback like they're supposed to, because in previous seasons where our offensive line has had issues protecting the quarterback, okay? It's happened to where the quarterback has to get rid of the ball. No receivers are open, or they get tackled, and it's like, oh, okay, like you just got sacked. I think one game Eli Manning got sacked like 5 times in one quarter, back to back to back, and I'm like, what are we doing? So, Dart, we have him, and then we got the offensive line that we had built, and they did what they had to do. All right. He does bring mobility, swagger, and confidence to the field. A couple of games that I did watch, that I was able to watch last season, he didn't have any receivers open. So what he did was classic Eli move. And not even just Eli. I just know Eli did it a lot, but any quarterback does it. They run the ball. They don't see any openings. They don't see any receivers. Nobody open to get the ball. So they just run the ball. So he's run the ball. He gained some yards. And then on top of that, he hasn't slid yet. Like, I'm ready. When Jackson Dart starts running and he slides, oh, it's on and popping. I already know it's going to be on and popping. All right, so the fans are finally excited again. Like, I'm just excited to watch the game as is because of our like past quarterback situation. Even just watching the game in general, because like we haven't had like real fun watching this game because the quarterback just ain't giving what it's supposed to give. Like, Eli Manning retired, and then after that, everybody else after that, it was like, okay, well, it is what it is. So then we're gonna get into Scatterboo. This is the dynamic duo. Dart and Scatterboo. All right, he runs angry. Just like Saquon, when Saquon first joined the Giants, Saquon was a beast. Like, he was running through that offense, getting yards, making touchdowns. And that's offense. No, the defense. Yeah, he was running through the defense. Gaining yards, making touchdowns, made a name for himself. Everybody loves Saquon. Well, Saquon gone. He with the ops. He's with the ops. Saquon is with the ops. I just want to put that out there. He with the ops. Okay. I don't like him. I don't like the ops. Okay. Anyway, so Scatterboo came and like replaced that, and that's exactly what we needed. He does run angry. That man runs head first, which is concerning because concussions, and I need him to stop doing that because we trying to keep him for the long run. Okay. He adds a physical toughness to the game. Again, his run game is crazy. Like, as soon as he get that ball, he just go through. Like, listen, it can be a brick wall. He will run through that brick wall. Any obstacle, any barrier you give him, he will run through that barrier. Okay, so that's a little bit about Scatterboo. Let me see, look at my notes. He has became an emotional identity of the offense. So, when I did not write down the game that from that game, him and Dart were like, the energy was there. That game was like so good. They were connecting. Dart was like literally, he see his receivers making touchdowns. Okay, like it's Scat not open. Okay, I can go here, I can go there. Like, the energy was there. Everybody was connected. Everybody knew what to do. Right. During that game, Dart got down. He was down. He got down. Okay. He had to go to the medical tent, the infamous medical tent. Okay. There was some stuff swirling around about that, because as soon as he went to the medical tent, Scatterboo went to go check on his teammate, and then Brian DeBall, the coach, went to go check on him, which later I found out that they got fined for that because they weren't supposed to do that. But you know what it is, on top of that, when Dart went down, guess who they put in? Russ. Now, remember, the first 3 games was terrible. Like, nobody was connecting. It's like they had like a good good presence in the locker room. Like, yeah, we gonna get this W, if we get out to the field, and nothing's connecting. Nobody's speaking to each other. The communication is off. It's terrible. It's terrible, right? So Russ fills in for Dart. Mind you, the momentum is going. Everybody chanting Scatterboo, Scatterboo, like, we love him, Dart. Like, we love him. Like, the crowd is going wild. If you ever watch a New York Giants game, anytime they're losing or they just doing some BS, the fans are booing. I'm booing too at home. I'm booing too. The fans are booing. I'm booing. Some of the fans that are there, they will leave. You will see them physically get up and leave the game, which is crazy because you paid all that money to be there and you're just gonna leave. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I had to just sit there and just sit through it. All right. So Russ gets in. He returns, gets in, takes over for Dart, and his it's bad because, like, the offense just is like, no, like, they're not connecting. I don't know if it was like a personal issue or like, I don't know. From like a team perspective, it doesn't look good because it's just like, dang, y'all really don't like him. Like, for y'all really don't mess with him like that. Like, y'all teammates, you know what I'm saying? But the vibe was not there as soon as Russ got out there. And then you had Winston on the sidelines being a hype man, which we love that. It just wasn't there, okay? So, like, the entire vibe changed the whole game, So, like, it went from the Giants fans are actually experiencing joy again, because we haven't had like a good game or a good season for a while, and we're actually experiencing something really good. And then Scatterboo runs like somebody insulted his family. So we're just like, yeah, this energy we need. We need this energy. Yeah, we hype. And then, dang, here come Russ. And it just went, ooh, we're all the way down. So, yeah, I think that was probably one of the best games I've watched. Besides when we played Dallas, I did not get to see that game, but I heard that was a good game even though we lost. But from that game, I loved it because I was actually engaged in the game. Like, I wasn't like, okay, y'all, whatever. I'm gonna scroll on social media. No, I actually paid attention. So we're gonna move on from that. We're gonna do a chaos report. Firing the ball. We're gonna move on to that because we need to. I need to talk about that. That has been in the back of my mind for so long. So with the ball being fired mid-season, which was crazy because like normally teams wait till the end of the season or they get a new coach at the beginning of the season. The ball came in during our rebuild, our 15-11th rebuild, okay? And he actually did good. Like, I think with him, we actually went to a playoff game back in 2022. We actually made it to the playoffs. We didn't make it that far, but we did make it to the playoffs. So like he was doing good. Like after all the coaches we had, I was like, oh yeah, he's in for the long run. And then when they fired him mid-season, I was like, oh, like what are we doing? Like really, like what are we doing? Like what? So I will say after Dart got on the field and Scatterboo, that duo got on the field, the team looked pretty good. It did look pretty good. And then when DeBall got fired and they had like the assistant coach and people filling in his position until the season ended, the team looked very like unprepared. Like every week it was like, okay, what are we gonna do? Like this is a group project and like one person just doing the work. Everybody else is like like I'm gonna do the bare minimum. Like no. Like compared to like Scatterboo and stuff, Scatterboo be having fun. Scatterboo done brought the good energy to the field. Like he having fun playing the game, do what you got to do. And then we go from like, oh well. And then Dart comes back. He's good to come back. Scatterboo gets hurt. Mind you, the ball gone, so it's just like the energy's gone. Like it's just drained, you know? And then you got bad clock management. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Like, do you see how much time we got on the clock? Okay. Each quarter is like what, 15 minutes? Each quarter's 15 minutes. You got 15 minutes to make a big like deal. You put some points up on the board to get ahead, okay? And I don't know what was going on. At that point, I clocked out, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, anytime the Giants is doing terrible, I clock out mentally from the game. Forget the post, forget the games. I'm not watching this mess because I'm just like, I'm not interested anymore. Like, y'all doing the same thing and I'm not interested. So I'm not going to watch it. So I'm going to just mentally clock out. And I do it all the time before the season start, mid-season, after season. It don't matter. I just be like, I'm not feeling it no more. I'm not feeling it. Okay. So the offense did lose its identity. Listen, when the offense do what the offense is supposed to do, I enjoy the game. Especially the defense. When they do what they're supposed to do, I love the game. But when you're not doing what you're supposed to do, like what you want me to do, like I'm not gonna sit there and cheer y'all. You think I'm gonna cheer y'all on while y'all doing terrible? Listen. I'm planning on going to a game this season. And let me tell you something. I'm going to be booing along right with the fans. I don't care. I talk crap about my fans. I'm not my fans. I talk crap about my team. Okay? I don't care. All right? I trash talk my team. Okay? Listen, I have adopted the New York, like, aura. Okay? Let me tell you something. I boo my team. I talk mess about my team. I criticize my team. And yes, if I was right there close to the sideline, I'm criticizing them. Like, what do you like? Okay, for example, Hyatt, wide receiver for the New York Giants. He took over Odell Beckham Jr.'s number 13. Anybody in that number got some big shoes to fill. Okay, this boy done broke multiple records with that number. The famous catch, everything with that number. And then you get Hyatt in there. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I was hyped at first when the Giants got Hyatt. I was like, oh, snap, we got, we got somebody, whatever. He get 13. He get the number 13. And he ain't doing what he supposed to do. Like, we throwing the balls to you, and you dropping the ball. I watched one game. And it was like, this would have been the game-winning touchdown. He dropped the ball. And I'm just like, yeah, go ahead and sit down on that bench. We'll get your secondary in. Go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and sit. Go ahead and sit, because we don't need you. So we got Neighbors. I was like, okay, we doing something. And then we got Brian Burns. I'm just like, okay, I see what y'all doing. And I'm like, okay, we doing something right here. And then Neighbors got hurt. So then we got Hyatt. Now, Like I said, I do talk a lot of trash on my team and the players. Hyatt especially. But I do have to give the kid kudos because he actually did good this past season. He actually did good. He didn't drop that many catches, okay? He actually caught the ball. He actually made touchdowns this season. So kudos to him for doing what he was supposed to do. Now, going into the next season, he better have it together. We ain't dropping no passes. We ain't doing that. Okay? We is not doing that. All right? We're not doing that. Okay? We're not gonna start off this season 2-8. Okay, that's terrible. Terrible. We started off 2-8 before Brian was fired. So we're not doing that. All right? Which leads into like now looking at our roster and what we drafted, and so we have young players. Okay, the young players is what's keeping like us invested now, because like my favorite seasons of the New York Giants would be Odell Beckham Jr. era. Like when he first came in, maybe the season before that, and then like 2014 season all the way to 2019 when he left. Oh man, like listen, my favorite wide receiver is Victor Cruz. Okay, Victor Cruz was playing. It was an Eagles game. It was a dirty move. It was a season-ending injury. Odell stepped in. Now, a lot of people didn't know at the time. It wasn't really reported that much, but Odell, when he first got to the Giants, he was injured. His rap sheet for injuries was crazy. It was astronomical. Okay, it was crazy. But he got it together. He did get it together, and so he filled in for Victor. Then you got the infamous catch, and then he just was on fire. And then he was like momentum. He was in his prime, and the Giants traded him. So like I haven't had fun watching the game since O left because it's terrible. It's so terrible because I'm just like the energy they bring to the field is how like I react to the game. And when we don't have that, I'm just like, what are we doing? Like seriously. So the younger players, they are the only ones that are keeping the fans alive and invested, okay? Because they having fun playing the game, you know? I would have fun banging my head against a brick wall all the time, but hey, that's him. That's Scatterboo for you. But we love him, all right? So, hopefully this season, every week will not feel like a public apology, okay? I'm sick of the apologies, the post-game apologies. Oh, you know, we could have did better, or we did our best. No, like, own up to it. Like, I'm sick of it, okay? Like, I'm sick of the offense look like it's buffering. Did y'all not get in the huddle and go over no, even before the huddle, y'all be having practices. Were you not at practice? Did you not retain and comprehend information that you practiced? When you was in the huddle and they're going over the play, are you not understanding the plays? Like, I listen, we don't got time for that this season, okay? We don't got time for that. With the new additions that we added to the team and what we already have, we don't have time for that. So I need everybody to be on their P's and Q's, okay? From the players to the coaches to the front office, okay? Especially the front office, okay? All right. So let's move into the blitz breakdown. Okay, we're gonna do with the Harbaugh hire. Okay, let me tell you something. When John Harbaugh got fired from the Ravens, I didn't think they would ever do that. I was like, only way Harbaugh will leave the Ravens is if he moved on to another opportunity or he retired. But I was not expecting for the Ravens to fire him because I'm like, they have been doing good so far. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, they have been doing. They've been doing good, except for last season. But they've been doing really good. And then they got rid of Harbaugh, which is crazy. Firing him is wild. But anyway, it happened. And so I was like, okay, who's gonna pick him up? I was like, if the Giants pick him up, then okay, we cool. The Giants pick him up, we good. If we don't, you know, it is what it is. There's other people. But we got him, surprisingly. They jumped on that quick. I was gonna make a joke. They jumped on that quicker. They didn't get that ball out to receive a big touchdown. They got on that so quick. But I'm so glad that we got Harbaugh because now we have actual structure to the team now. Discipline. We had discipline for the team. We had a coach. I call him coach. I don't forgot him. Listen, I give nicknames out to players, coaches, people, and I forget they like real name. So I'll call him coach. We love coach. Okay, he was good. He was good. And then we had the snooze fest of coaches after him and whatever. But Harbaugh is bringing back that discipline that the Giants need in the locker room and outside the locker room. Because at one point the Giants was going through public scrutiny because there was rumors and stuff coming from inside the locker room, and it was ridiculous. Like the headlines were out, like crazy, and it was just like, why is what happened in the locker room coming out to the public? That should be staying in the locker room. Y'all should be dealing with that in house, and it's coming outside the house, and that's a problem. So I'm glad that we have Harbaugh. He's bringing the franchise like stability, and it feels more structured, especially with his coaching style, leadership's toughness and accountability. Because trust me, they need accountability. Okay, some of them players, if you drop the ball, you need to be talked to about that, because you can't keep doing that. Okay, Hyatt, you can't listen. You gonna have to take accountability for that, because what we can't be having you doing is Dart throwing you the ball because you open, you got butterfingers, and you drop it every doggone like pass. You catch it, you don't catch it. Every time he passes you the ball, you don't catch it. That's a problem. So you need to be held accountable for that, and you need to take accountability for your actions. Okay, the leadership is there. They got somebody they can look up to who's very respectable across the league. So the respect is there, all right? His like physical football identity, like I'm sick of like people are this and that. No, it's football. It's a physical contact game. Don't be scared to hit him. Y'all both got helmets and padding on. Hell, you can put on a guardian cap. Them things you can put on your helmet to protect you. Don't be scared to hit him, but don't be doing too much, okay? Because we don't want you hurt. We want you healthy, all right? So and even with that comes with how you train for your off season. Like, how do you train for your off season? What drills do you do during your off season? How do you take care of your body during the off season? I know it's off season, but are you still on your meal plans, on your nutrition? Are you still doing that? Like, because you can't be eating junk food and not working out on your off season. No, you got to keep your body intact. And I understand now how some athletes like LeBron James and Odell invest so much money into their physical fitness and health, because it's like, if I invest in my body, I play better. My body is like, it loves what I'm giving it. I'm taking care of it. Like you're taking care, like my body's a temple. I'm taking care of my temple, and it produces what I needed to do. Like, we're like, seriously, like it makes sense now, because you take care of your physical body, take care of your mental health, and you do what you got to do on that field, okay? You do what you got to do on that field, okay? Do what you got to do to prevent injuries. If you get an injury, okay, it's not cool, but at the same time, take time. Don't sit there and try to play on the injury. If you got a bruised quad, and I'm going to call O out for this because he did this in one of his seasons. He had a bruised quad. And he kept playing through the bruised quad. Oh, you like, no, like, I was so mad about that, because I was like, and like, he did what he had to do at the same time, but it's like, dude, you had a bruised quad. You could have left it at that. Now you out for like 5 games because you injured yourself even more. So y'all gotta take care of yourselves, okay? So I'm glad that Harbaugh is with the Giants, because he's gonna bring that structure, that leadership, and just be a mentor to some of these young guys, like, even to the veterans, and vice versa. Like, it is what it is. He's there. He's here. Brian's gone, so we just moved on from that. He's here. We're in a new era. I think that the Giants have actually did good on this hiring as far as a coach. Now, once we get into the season, we'll see. Once we start winning, I don't want to get into the season, first game of the season, and we're putting up 3 points. We're putting up 2 points. How about we actually make a touchdown or 2? Let's get on that board. Let's put up enough points to where we actually have to make the other team work to get to where we at. All right? I'm tired of like second quarter, and y'all randomly got no, not second quarter. The second half of the game. And y'all finally got energy. We got 10 minutes left in the third quarter, and y'all playing like y'all want to win, and y'all down by 30. What? No, how about we be up by 30 first quarter? Double it second quarter. So that way the other team, they gotta like put some work in. Cause we ain't come to play, you know? So I'm glad that we got Harbaugh, because I feel like he can execute my vision of like us actually winning games and not being like we have like our wins outweigh our losses, or it's a reasonable number. Okay, because it has not been reasonable, and our losing seasons is embarrassing. Okay, all right. So we are going to move into the front office crimes. This is where I really, really want to talk about. Other than the DeBall situation, I really want to talk about this for real, seriously. Dexter Lawrence trade. Let's talk about that, okay? Listen here, New York Giants. Next time that y'all decide to make a trade or of a player that everybody loves, that is actually doing what he got to do on the field, he ain't causing no issues. Y'all pay him this X amount of money, and he giving you the result that you need. And you like, you know what? Let's trade him. Because he's asking for more money. Let's trade him. What sense does that make? It makes no sense. Okay? He had 2 years left in his contract. All he asked was for a little bit more money. Y'all act like y'all don't got the little bit more money. Is y'all broke? Is y'all broke? No, actually, it's not even supposed to Giants. It's to every NFL team that exists. All 32 of the NFL teams. Especially the Dallas Cowboys. My thing is, when you have a player that y'all play millions of dollars, $1 million contracts, okay, and they're doing good as far as producing what they're expected to produce on the field, on and off the field, whatever those expectations are, you haven't had no issues with them. And they're like, okay, I have maybe a year, 6 months, or 2 years left of my contract. Let me negotiate, because I'm out of my rookie contract, entering into like my veteran contract. Okay, people are actually starting to like me. I'm making y'all money, putting money in y'all pockets. Let me ask for some more money. That's like me doing at my job, and I'm like, you got me doing this, and then you add more responsibilities onto it, but the pay stay the same. No, like, pay that man what he want. Like, instead of y'all doing that, y'all trade him to the Cincinnati Bengals of all places. And they extend the contract. And he gonna get paid more. What sense does that make? Just pay the man. Just pay the man. Like, all 32 NFL teams, like, is y'all broke or something? Like, I know y'all got to have cap space when you go to the draft, because you got to have that. Y'all ain't got no other players that's like way down the line that y'all not using at all, that y'all would never ever use. Can you just cut them? Because I know y'all got the money. Hell, I don't care if it's maybe $1 or $2 million extra. That's why they have the agents that negotiate and stuff. Whatever, y'all bad at negotiating. Because whoever decision was to get rid of Dexter Lawrence, I want to beat you up. Personally, I want to drag you from one end of the field to the other end of the field. Because anyway, Dexter deserved the money. Okay, he deserved the money. Y'all traded him for a 10th pick in the first round of the draft. Do you know what can happen between pick 1 and pick 10? A lot can happen between pick 1 and 10. A lot of the prospects that are actually good can go within like the first 5 picks. And you just left over with whatever's there. But hey, it is what it is. The draft happened. We got his replacement. And I wish the best to Dex. I have no ill feelings towards Dex. He had to do what he had to do. I don't blame him. Do I wish he was still with Big Blue? Yeah. But, he not. But it's Big Blue forever. I hope with that day when he retired, he come back to Big Blue and retire with Big Blue. Because once a giant, always a giant. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I understand that the Giants are thinking of a long-term rebuild. But at the same time, use what you have that's working for the team. Okay? Use it. All right? Use it. And then you add to it. Okay? Because you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of every time y'all make an announcement on behalf of that team, I'm going through every stage of grief. Every stage of grief. All at once. And then I'm like, okay, it is what it is. I'm not mad about it. And then here I am. I'm sick of it. All right? All right, so now we're going to move on to our last topic of the 2026 draft that just passed. We have moves to protect Dart, which is fine. It's cool because, you know, our quarterback always need protection. Because the Giants love to get rid of the protection for the quarterback and then go to the draft like, oh, we need such and such. Can we stop doing that, please? Can we stop doing that? Okay? You're rebuilding the defense, which is good because our defense has been terrible. Okay? And I'm glad that you're rebuilding it. Just keep in mind, like, if it's not working, change it up. If it's not working, change it up. Because what I don't want to keep seeing is the same snaps every single time. Okay, it worked the first time. Switch it up. Because eventually the opposite team, the opposing team is going to be like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing there. And then they're going to recognize the patterns. Switch it up. Okay? All right? You know, the Giants actually seem to have actual plan this year instead of like, you know, okay, here's the game plan. This is what we're going to do. Execute. That's not how it works. No. So, what I need for my Giants this 2026 season, okay? You got Dart. Leak is coming back, okay? You got Neighbors coming back. Malik Neighbors is coming back. Cam Scatterboo is coming back off of his injury. What I need y'all to do, I need y'all to work. Be cohesive as a team. I don't care if y'all got to go to a cabin trip to bond. Something. Because I need this team to communicate across all positions. Okay, whether you sitting on that bench or you on that field. Okay, I need y'all to get it together, including the coaches. Okay, I need y'all one band, one sound. That's what I need. That's what I need from y'all. One band, one sound. That's my thing for y'all this season. One band, one sound. Okay? Y'all ain't bigger than the program. Okay? All right, so I need y'all to really get it together this season because I'm actually excited for this season. After watching Cam, Scatterboo, and Dart do what they did, and then Malik coming back, and then we got Burns too. Oh man, I'm excited. And then my favorite player, Kayvon Thibodeau. Listen, I need y'all to get on your P's and Q's. Man, I gotta repeat it again. One band, one sound. Get it together, New York. All right. Or else I'm going to have to catch the next red eye from California to New York and meet you at the headquarters. And y'all going to meet me outside. And we're going to have a discussion. Okay? All right? You got it in New York. One band, one sound. All right? Hope is back. Chaos is still going to exist, unfortunately. Okay? But this is still the Giants. So anything can happen. Okay? Anything can happen mid-season, before a season, because I know the trade deadline, it hasn't approached yet. So anything can happen. So the Giants are very unpredictable, but anything can happen. All right. So let me get off the Giants' backs for right now. All right. Just know I will probably have a random rant in the middle of these episodes on them if I remember something that would genuinely piss me off. Okay. So just be prepared for that. All right. So just remember to follow me on Instagram at Blitz and Gloss and subscribe to my YouTube. My YouTube is Grace_Nicole_Hobson. Go to the I forgot to announce. I have a website. My website is blitzandgloss.com. Go ahead and put your email in and subscribe to the huddle. To get updates on when episodes drop, any merchandise, because I do have some merchandise coming up. That'll be released in July. So just make sure y'all, stay connected, and do what you gotta do. Whether you listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen to your podcast at, follow me on there. Comment. I might even have a segment where I do like to read people's comments and just react based off of that. All right. I'm Grace. Okay, and this is Blitz and Gloss. Not too deep, just enough drama. That's a wrap on another episode of Blitz and Gloss. where the football comes with personality, the takes stay unfiltered, and the drama, yeah, there's always a little drama. Thanks for tuning in, rocking with me, and keeping up with the conversation. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and tap back in for the next episode. Because one thing about me, I said what I said, and I'll say it again. See y'all next time.